on.
Today, on the Voices of Shujaa, we meet Absolom Simiyu, a sickle cell disease warrior or a Shujaa or a hero who has overcome the challenges to build a life that empowers others so that they unlock that self-infinite possibility. So, Absolom, how are you, man?
I'm good, Pius Nyaze.
Kwaje?
Been a minute, man.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
How's Ngoma? How's everything?
Ngoma is cool.
Yeah.
Is cool. Weather iko balance. Jua
Yeah.
kidogo kwa masaa yake. We thank God
That's
for
good.
everything.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, everything is going good. Business struggles za kawaida, but we are pushing through.
Blika too.
Piga tinga.
Yeah, man. So
Strong power. Shujaa. We are heroes.
Msa kupatana na wewe sahi, unaweza introduce yourself on a perspective how?
Well, normally it's always just a basic nature Abu, what I do professionally. And then if the person is somebody who maybe is going to be around me for a while, then I can introduce the physical part of my condition, health condition part, because it's always essential or always helpful when the people who are around you at least know what's going on with you. So I don't just put it out there in the first meeting with everyone, but if someone is interested, I'm always going to tell them something or two. But basically, it's a normal introduction. Okay.
Perfect. So, Absolom, can you take us to your earliest moment when you knew that you have sickle cell disease, and what are the challenges that you went through?
Okay, so the earliest days, the days that I remember, before I even knew what it was, before I knew what condition this is.
Yeah.
I used to know I'm a sick child. I used to know I was weak. I used to know there are things I can't do. So it was a bit confusing, I can say that. I remember always being on my mom's back, drive to hospital, sometimes walk to hospital. Always with my mom and sometimes my dad. Yeah. So you don't always know what's happening. You just know I'm going to, and I'm going to the hospital. Some days you have to be admitted, and those are the hardest days. I used to hate admission. I was so sick, and I'm just on my mom's back, and I'm there like, Mom, I hope you are surprised. Itaenda na kurudi, si ndio? Niambia, we are not going to get sick kurudi. Unafika huko, unfortunately, you have to be put in the bed or the ward for some days. Those are the days I used to hate. When you don't know what's happening, you're just being told what to do, when to do it, and what not to do. But growing up, I started understanding what's going on. Technically, kuuliza maswali, alafu pia tu critical thinking, asking yourself, what's up? Why me? We are 9 at home. I have 9 siblings. But you wonder, why am I only the one who is going to the hospital and think twice a week, thrice a week? So you start asking those kinds of questions. So from there is when my mom told me, now you have this condition. It limits you from doing this, from going to play. That's why we tell you not to go play. It limits you from doing strenuous activities. It limits you from getting stressed. And it limits you from being dehydrated. So make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you're not playing too hard. Make sure you're coming home before it gets cold so that you get a sweater and keep yourself warm. But I was diagnosed way back when I was 7 months old. I was a kid. So those parts I don't really remember.
Yeah.
I think the first crisis that I remember, I just remember having a bad stomachache. We were at home, we had eaten supper, and then we were watching it. It was an evening show, So during that time, I just got a bad stomachache. That's the first one. They rushed me to hospital. It was around 9, 10 there.
Yeah.
Hydration, normal silence. So that's when I started recapping. Every time I come to hospital, this is what they do. And that's how I started even going to find out about management and treatment and all that.
Alright. Kuna siku ishaifika you've ever said that you can't live without, you can't push through with sickle cell?
Without,
is there any possibility that kuna siku ishaisema you can't live with sickle cell, or you can't push through while having sickle cell?
yeah, those days are there. Those days are there. Definitely. The days you fall sick and you're like, should I even try? Should I even try? I'm going to the hospital, they'll make me better, and then I just come back here again. So you ask yourself a lot of questions. But at the end of the day, we have to pick ourselves up every day. We are our own, support.
Yes.
You have to support yourself first before even others around you support. You have to, like, people have to see you have what's it called? The drive to live. Like, you want to do this. Even though you're being limited by something, a condition, you want to do it. Then they will come in and support. But if you stay there and every day or everything you do or the thing you like to do is throw yourself pity parties, that's why you're going to throw yourself a lot of pity parties, because you'll always find something. You'll always find something. When you think about it, you'll always find something that will bring you down. But that if you decide to think about things that will bring you down. Mainly, what I do, like, to survive, to get from that place, I try to think about the bright side in every situation. I went to the hospital, yes, I was in the ward, but I met someone in the ward, and they say at the ward wasn't so. As much as it's not the best place to be at, I've met someone, or just find something that will make you happy wherever you are in every situation. You don't have to base on the dark side every day. Those days are there. You're asking yourself, should I even try? I remember there's a time I was in high school, and those days when Asemanga goes on parents, then you're from teacher to teacher. I think it's always academic visit. Then I'm with my dad there. Why are we going through all this, man? If I'm just going to die, like doctors are saying, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
And my dad told me something. He told me, it's always in trying. Even if you die, you just die someone, And it got me to look at things different.
Yeah.
You have to try. You have to make your life, make your world. Everybody is in this world, but everybody has their own world, going through their own things, going through, their successes, their downfalls, their victories, and they are all different. My victory might be different for someone else's. So you shouldn't. I think those days are brought when you're starting to compare. When unajiambia, hey, wase wana, maybe watu wanapiga sherehe with our age, a lot of young people spend their time, if they're not making money, they're having fun, and those fun moments zinaweza fanya uanze kufikiria, hey, what about me, but you shouldn't look at those sides. At least try. If you try to find, you'll find things that are interesting in your life, even though you're going through a condition, even though you're going through pain. No matter what you're going through, you'll always find something interesting, and that is what stays.
So truly, you are a Shujaa, and you must push through so that you enjoy every bit of life that you are alive, breathe, support system. And you've mentioned high school and earlier back. So what is it like pursuing education with managing your health at, let's say, from Utotoni at high school, and right now you're outside?
What I can say is during primary school, like those days of primary, I'm sorry, I'm watching at the same time, so don't mind.
No worry.
I think I didn't understand much, so I was just winging it. I could just go to school. The day I'll fall sick, I'll go back home, gets taken to hospital. Like I wasn't doing much as an individual to like take care of myself or manage myself. Things started getting real in high school. You know,
Yeah.
you are alone with students, teachers who some of them don't know what you're going through, don't understand what you're going through. Your parent is not there, so you have to look out for yourself when you're in high school. And that's when things get real for a lot of people, especially for me. That's when it really got to me that if you don't take care of yourself, you're going to be down 90% of the day.
Yeah.
So I started making sure I'm taking water, making sure I'm not getting stressed, making sure I'm doing my assignments so that I don't get whipped. Hizo
Yeah.
siku zenye mwalimu anakujanga nani hajafanya assignment ya jana, and you for some reason you even just left one question. Just that tensing, ama that anxiety that you get from the teacher saying that, it could send you to a crisis because you're just anxious and your body doesn't want. You're under some stress and your body doesn't want that. So you have to like get those things out of the way. Ndio hata ikikupata, at least you try. The days that ingekupata unaware, mmeenda outing, you're also a kid, you want to try these things. Mmeenda outing, uliambiwa usiende, ama take care of yourself, and you got carried away by the fun. Na wewe ukajibamba tu, then you come back to school, you have to go to the hospital. So that is when I started like getting really active. Started taking really care of myself as an individual, like without the parents, without my siblings, without being watched by doctors and nurses. And also I can say I was in a school where they were a bit supportive. I found a supportive nurse, supportive teachers, so it was a bit smooth. Ningeenda kwa nurse nimwambie I'm not feeling okay. She'd take the responsibility to go tell the teachers, oh, this boy is going through this and this. As much as he's not in pain, but he feels tired, so he needs to rest. There are things like that. The days that you are not in pain, you're okay, Abita, but you're just tired for life. Like I said, you're just tired. And you have to take rest. You have to take the rest that you need, or it will be something more. So my nurse used to explain to teachers about those days, like when those days came, he could be there for me. Our BABs and excuse him from manual work, excuse him from sometimes even classes, and that helps me. Challenges. There's bullying. Kids are kids. When you put a lot of kids in the same place, they're going to do kid stuff. They're going to do teenage stuff. And teenage stuff sometimes is bullying, even without knowing that you're bullying the other person. So I faced that a lot. Some days ilikuwa inani bring down. Some days you become the bigger pastor, you must smile too, unasema hey. Then it goes away. So I noticed when those like when you feel bad about the bullying, ama when they tell you something and you feel bad about it, they're always going to go back to it. So
provocation.
I became nikaanza kukua like defend, like defensive. You'll come tell me. I used to be called a zombie for how I used to walk. I used to walk fine. So somebody could come call me, yo, zombie, and I'll be like, what's up, bana? Then after some time, the name got boring because now I've accepted it. I'm having fun with it even, got boring. And that's how I got over that. Watu hata wakasahau. But there are days that you need help and you don't know who you can ask. The days you can't even carry a pail of water, you can't wash your shirt, you can't wash your trouser, you don't even know who you can ask, you don't even know if you can ask, let alone you don't know who you can ask. You don't know if you can ask somebody to do that for you. You unaogopa, mtanifikiriaje. But for that, I can say you just get a few friends who are understanding. They're always there. I had one friend from Form 2. That guy held me up until Form 4, man. He was just my, I want to go to the canteen, scrum and all that. Bro, scrum, I'll do the light things, you do the heavy lifting. And I really thank God for him because he helped me a lot. when it came to things like that, or days that you need help and you don't know who you can ask or don't know how to ask. That's how I got through high school. Campus, nilikuwa nimekuwa mtu mkubwa, so it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard.
Yeah.
In campus, it's a bit different because you're not very contained in the same place. It's even hard for a lecturer to know that this person is going through a condition like this. Unless you are just that social and you're talking to the lecturer, they might know. But general tu vile wanakujanga class wakienda, it's very hard to know this student of mine is going through something unless you get to the social side of them na mwanze kuongea, then they will know. But campus wasn't that hard for me. I can say mature, so I knew what to do, what to avoid, what not to do, and that's how it got to education life. It was hard, it was tough, but with the help of God, friends, teachers, parents, they hold you, support system. And you find yourself in a bit softer. Also allowing people to know what you're going through in a idea a lot. Because if you keep it to yourself, then nobody knows what they need to do or how they need to help you. I was always open. When I was a kid, my mom was the one who was open, like with neighbors and villagers. And I was like, Mom, mbona unaambia si lazima kila mtu ajue. But when I grew up, I found out that she really did help me
advocacy.
Because now people know, even the villagers, even the society treats you some way. Like they will not show you that teaching is special. Some will, by the way, some will show you, okay, you are a special person, you did it. But not all of them. And some of them will help you without even you knowing they're trying to watch out for you or look out for you. So it's a good thing to also share with people what you're going through. When I grew up after high school, I was the one now who was doing the exact same thing I was telling my mom. No, not everybody needs to know. Now I'm the one who is putting out there because now I know the importance of it. If you talk to me, if you start a conversation with me, and we meet the first day, the second day, trust me, I'm going to tell you, okay, this and this happened, there's this and this is what you should do. I will tell you about it also. Normally, when I see this somebody who's going to be around for a while, I will bring it out, I will tell you. Because I hate to explain when you're already in pain, then people are asking, what should we do? What is going on? When you're in pain, it becomes frustrating. Unasikia kuambia buda tokeni hapa baba. Niachaneni. But when they knew earlier, they won't even bother you a lot. They'll just do what's supposed to be done. And that will be helpful in a life of a warrior.
So it's say that you're your own doctor, and the people that you surround, the people that you connect with, whether support system, friends, can help you when you advocate for your needs and when you be able to at least reach out and be helped. And this is what tutaishi maisha, a full life without being taken as if we are just glass. In high school, I was taken like I can't play anything by friends, social stigma, social isolation. But just as you said that you have to advocate. I had to reach out and how to system to reflect to so that they at least
educate.
So you've mentioned
become the educator for your own sake.
Yeah, sure. You've mentioned out of campus, and what are you pursuing in campus?
I did ICT. I have a diploma in ICT.
That's broad.
I have a diploma in ICT. That's what I did in campus.
That's broad. You can. That's why you are doing some IT, and one day
I'm trying.
One day we'll connect. God will bless the works, and very soon, as on the new pact agreement with the Sickle and hemophilia, we'll be able to be seen. But when we raise our voices, when we use our voices to at least tell what needs to be done in the community. So in workplace challenges, you face fatigue, stigma, access to care. When it comes now, what has been the challenge, the biggest challenge and biggest in your working life?
The biggest challenge, the biggest challenge I can say is fatigue. And also the part that you can't explain everything to everyone. You know, there are days that you wake up and you, as I said, the days you wake up, you're not in pain, you're not weak or anything, but you're just tired. You don't want to get up. You don't want to get up. And you know, calling your boss and saying, today I'm not coming in. Are you in pain? No, I'm just tired. You know, it can come out wrong to somebody who doesn't understand. So sometimes that is the biggest challenge. Fatigue. That is the biggest challenge I'm facing right now at work. Apart from that, I think normal challenges when everybody, even does the condition is going through, you know, who can getting na unga itoki.
Lazima struggle success.
Success those are the other challenges. But as a warrior, the biggest challenge I face in my work life is fatigue. And some days I pause, you know, some days unajambia tu saa equivalent akua, I can't go in. I have to tell my employer I'm not coming in today, you know, because you have to take care of yourself. You have to put yourself first at all times. Even if you can't, you know there are days that unaweza sema achani kazane, alafu uende kushike huko mbele. Hauwezi kusikazane hakuna ujanja. Like when you feel it, it's coming. So get ahead of it, take care of yourself. Take a break if you need to take a break. Share with someone if it's something you can share, or if it's something you need to share, or if something that can be helped by sharing with someone. Take the necessary steps to take care of yourself first. That's what I do. Days that I don't want to go in or I can't go in, I become open. I say less things. You just become honest with yourself. Because if you lie to yourself, then your body is going to show you that it doesn't really like life. It will be in the ER in the next 30 minutes or 1 hour after you just took at the home and a job. Because time you're baridi, like in the morning, even when you don't feel cold. I swear there's some cold out there. Na once body yako imesha kuonesha hata tu kama ulikuwa na caffeine tu kadogo aidha kwa magoti ama mkono or anywhere. Now we assume useme itapotea by the time joy inawaka. Utaingia kwa baridi, by the time you maneuver traffic ufike hadi pale unaenda. Some of that cold will get to you. Now it increase your pain. And it can cause even, like it might make you stay in hospital for more than a week. So it's better to take that day off and take care of yourself than to force it. Then you lose the entire week or the entire 2 weeks. Being honest with yourself is what I do to maneuver challenges, especially fatigue. That as I said, I go through the mood.
So it's good to prioritize yourself in whatever way possible.
Yeah.
Moving on the role of family, colleagues, and the healthcare providers. What support makes the biggest difference for you as a working Shujaa?
If I'm going to be honest, the most effective we'll start with colleagues. That is the most effective. Colleagues, I'm talking employer and the people I work around. I love to start to put the support system because some of these are online support systems. So I love to take my phone, text or call. Some of them tell them I'm not okay, I'm going through something. Then family is the last. But it's also very, very basic because why am I putting family last? Family, they've stayed with me for all my 27 years. You know, they're not they're not worried as much as somebody who has just met me, or somebody who has just seen me go through a crisis last week. You know,
Yeah.
they've been around for all these 27 years. They've seen me go down, come back up, go down, come back up, go down, come back up. Sometimes it's just trust. They trust you. They trust you'll be okay, and just leave it at that. They just have faith and then move with it. They wait for you to tell them something is wrong. You know, they want to wake up and ask you, hey, leo uko aje, unasikia kwenda job ama unasikia kubaki, you know, just
Yeah.
unaenda job, piti piti, all the best, nice day, you know. So it's an important aspect, like it's a very important type of support that comes from family. But when you talk about efficiency and effectiveness when it comes to maneuvering the working environment, they are the last because some days they don't even notice you're going through something. Because we umeamka, you're tired, but you can't really say you're tired today, so you just have to go to work. And they're not seeing you the entire time that you're working, so they assume you're okay. They hope that you're okay. They trust that you're okay and that you'll tell them when you're not. So that is it. I think family, I'm going to put colleagues and support system, second, and then family.
What
In
about
that order.
access to care? Is it
Access to care. Now,
ni ngumu
now it
kupata
stands
care
upside down.
rahisi? Yeah.
Access to, when it comes to access to care, okay, you're talking in terms of support. If you're talking in terms of support, now we turn the table upside down. When it comes to accessing care when I'm in a crisis or when I'm feeling down or something, the first people I'll call is my family. Now the table turn and they become on top. I'll call my family first, then I will notify my employer that I'm not going to work, then I will look for my support system. Accessing care. Generally, accessing care for the past few years has become a challenge when it comes to sickle cell management. The drugs over the years zimeanza kukua scarce and expensive, and also some of them that really used to work so well zinapotea, like they're getting out of the market. So that is also a challenge when it comes to accessing care. When you talk about drugs like hydroxyurea, they are very scarce. That is the one a lot of news about. Uh, the prices, and when you find them, the prices are high. The government is really trying to subsidize some of these prices in some of hospitals that have been fixed, especially. But still, you know, we are not getting to everyone. Now, people in the rural areas that can't access these hospitals that these drugs are being subsidized. So they'll still have to find the nearest chemist and buy them out of pocket, which is also very expensive. The other thing, the other challenge when it comes to management or access to care is the social health insurance fund that was just enrolled 2 years back. That is it. Now that has become a bigger problem because now accessing care has become expensive because you have to go out of pocket to pay for services, especially outpatient services. And you find in a week, or let's say a month, our sickle cell warrior might visit the hospital even thrice or twice, and those are just outpatient visits, which the social health insurance fund doesn't really cover or covers, but in specific hospitals which a warrior might not have access to, or might be expensive to even get to that facility. So that has been a big challenge. I think if they just corrected that and gave us access to outpatient services with the social health insurance fund, it would be a very big help. It would be a very big help. Instead of waiting for us to go inpatient so that we can come in. And even if you go inpatient, the hospital doesn't have drugs. So we'll be discharged, but you have to buy drugs out of pocket. And it's a challenge when it comes to a condition that you need to take drugs on a daily. It becomes really expensive, especially considering the times and the economic, and considering the economic situation of the country.
Yeah.
Those are the challenges when it comes to the accessing care.
You are truly a hero, and you are writing a story that in the coming near future you'll be able to at least say that there are advocates out here. There are advocates that are really pushing for change so that we find the care that we need for our future kids, our families. And I really appreciate
the
that
dream.
you're being a Shujaa of your own in Bungoma, and continue striving for change and using your voice. Your voice is your power, and you being a Shujaa will save a life out there. You never know. And what message do you have for the sickle cell warriors or for the sickle cell Shujaa who are watching you and want to feel motivated by using your voice?
Okay. I think I'm going to say few things. Everybody says you always live once. I don't think that. You can wake up tomorrow if you have enough faith and if God blesses you enough. You can wake up tomorrow. You know what we don't do twice? We can't die twice. We only die once. So when you die, you're dead. So don't live your life thinking about your death. Live your life to the fullest. Do everything that is humanly possible. As long as it's humanly possible, you can achieve it, no matter what world dream you have. As long as it's humanly possible, even if you have that situation, even if you have whatever condition you're going through, hemophilia, all those, live your life to the fullest. Don't think about it. It's coming. You know, at least you know that it's coming. So what you can do is do the things that you still don't know about it. You know, live life, explore. Just watch yourself. Just know your limits. Take the necessary measures. Yeah, and enjoy your life. Because a lot of people say, actually not even. Let me use my own example. Before I was 15 years of age, I used to be so scared of turning 15. Like I was so scared of my birthday. People celebrating their birthdays, but you don't even want your birthday because the doctor said that it's my last birthday you're going to. And you find you spending your whole time just thinking about that. You're forgetting everything else that is going around you. Like life is moving on. People are having fun. People are achieving the best they can achieve. But you have locked yourself in a state of mind that you're only thinking about your death and how it will come and when it will come. Well, let me tell you one thing. Coming, so you have to fulfill whether you're healthy, whether you're whoever you are. So why think about it? At least you know it's coming. So get to do the things that you would wish ungefanya when you are not here. Like all those things, when you think about your death, all those things that you will miss, just start doing them now. Do all of them. You can one by one. You can go one by one. You can have a schedule. You can have a bucket list. Just do all those things and forget about the day that you'll be living because everybody is going to live. We are all participants. The other thing I'm going to tell a people warrior who's listening to me right now is it's real. Actually, sickle cell is very real and it's affecting people. And even when doctors say, oh, they can't get to 18 years, they can't get to 15 years, it's not a lie. If you don't take care of yourself, you don't take the necessary measures to improve the quality of your life, that's why you're going to have a problem. So you might even go 13 years, but you will live a life that is just suffering because now you have a vascular necrosis, gallbladder. So these complications that are these conditions, some of these complications are ugly. So you're going to hate your life even more if you don't take care of yourself. So it's real, you should take care of yourself. Take the drugs that the doctors advise you to take those drugs and maintain, like make sure you're hydrated, make sure you're well rested, take care of your mental health, and you'll be okay. You'll live a perfectly normal life. Perfectly normal life. Without worrying about crises and all those.
I feel empowered, and moving forward, I'm looking forward to at least work together with you so that we create more awareness, we create more strategies so that our voices to be heard out there. Participants, if you have any questions to Absolom Simiyu, you can ask. All right, Shujaa. Nasema shukrani for the opportunity, and let's all keep working. As you say that it's either now or never. Work smart, and through your story, I learned that you can do anything in life as long as you do it now. A question from Abu. This is Val. So happy to see you, and you've encouraged someone that being a Shujaa can bring change in life. So I appreciate, and flowers from Abu.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you also for this platform. Thank you for what you're doing. You're doing great things. Keep going. Keep creating awareness around blood disorders. It's a needed topic. It's a needed initiative. A lot of people don't know about blood disorders. So whatever you're doing, also kudos, keep going. Big up, man. Let's do more. You're welcome to Bungoma anytime. Kudo kule ugali na kuku.
Sawa, tatembea.
Hata hizo mnakula Nairobi.
Tatembea. Unajua home ni Busia, so
wazi. Karibu sana.
Shukran. And let's all advocate together. Thank you.
Thank you for all who joined, all the participants who joined. I'm seeing my friends saying hi. Thank you all. Thank you for the support. Those are some of the people that I go to when I need support. Those are my support systems. Thank you for being here with me today.
Okay.
Thank you for hosting this.
Thank you. And reach out for more insights on the link that I posted on the Voices of Shujaa, and we'll all create a community that needs our voice to be heard. Thank you, Absolom.
Together, pamoja bro.
Well done.